So today we're going to be doing a sign up tutorial for eToro. So we're going to hop over here on the computer so you can follow along directly. Now we're going to get to this page right over here, which I'm going to have a link for you, by the way, to be able to jump right to this same page here. It does help support out the channel, but it gets you joining in right away. So you can go ahead and click on this join button right over here. So first off, we're going to have a username, our email, and also a password that we're going to put together. And then we're going to go ahead and make sure that we accept our terms and conditions, as well as the privacy policy. Once you look at that, you can go ahead and click on create account, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step. So next, they're going to send you an email that you just put in, and you're going to go ahead and click on that email to go ahead and verify, which will jump us over to the next step. For anybody that might have an issue when you're going through and verifying your link, for my process, it actually kept referring me back to the same page where it said that my email needed to be verified. All I had to do was actually click on the login at the top right, and it went ahead and logged me in and actually verified my account right away, which then takes us to this page right over here, which goes through the process of actually setting up your account. So we're going to click on here where it says continue, and from right over here it's going to ask us to go through this process. Now there is going to be information that we're going to have to plug in that is going to need to be important to verify your account. So you're going to need to do your first name, your last name, your gender, and also your date of birth. So we're going to go ahead and plug this information in, and then click the little arrow button here at the very bottom right. So next up, it's going to ask you for your address as well as your social security number. Now for a lot of people this can be a little weary, but keep in mind this is actually required for any financial institution when it comes to holding or having money invested. So you can see right over here, it says federal regulations require it. So just keep that in mind. So let's plug this information in, and we're going to click that arrow here at the bottom right once again. Now over here on this next step, it is going to ask us our experience with trading. Make sure you just go ahead and click on what you're most experienced with and click on the next arrow down at the bottom. So on this next page, it is going to ask you what your goal is for this money and why you're kind of investing. Click on whichever option works best for you, and then go ahead and click on the arrow to continue on. Now these questions and answers don't really affect your portfolio at all. It is just, again, required when it comes to going through and opening up a financial account. Now right over here, it's going to ask for your investing window. How long do you plan to invest with? Whatever option works for you, click on that, and then we'll click on that arrow. So this next section, it is going to ask you for your risk tolerance, and it's going to kind of give you a question of how much do you plan on depositing into this account. So let's go ahead and say 1 to 5K. It is going to kind of give you a broad idea of, what are your potentials for risk and loss when it comes to you personally. So if to you 20% gain but 12% loss is ideal, you can go ahead and click on that. Or if you want to go 80 to 48 when it comes to gains and losses, you can click on that as well. And we'll click on the arrow going over next. Next is going to ask you additional questions. This is very common with pretty much any investing app that you're going to go ahead and sign up for. And it's going to ask you if you or an immediate family member are any of the following things. We're going to click on none of the above. This is generally the case for most people. Click on next there, and then right over here it says source of income, so you can go ahead and do like salary, investments, pension, whatever else works for you. And then click on done, and then the primary occupancy, find something that works best for you in your area. It is going to ask for the company name, your annual net income, and then your total cash and liquid assets as well. Once you fill all that out, you can go ahead and click that right arrow once again. All right, so this next step here, it is going to ask for your phone number, so just go ahead and plug that in and click on text me, and it'll send you a verification code to plug right in. So next up, it is going to have your W-9 form. It says right here, please confirm the certification below to complete the IRS W-9 tax form. So just go through it, make sure you read that, and then click on the I agree if you do, and then click on the right arrow to continue on from there. Now on this page right over here, you can see it says make a deposit, which means you officially created your eToro account. Again, I'll have a link for you in the show notes down below if you want to jump to it and get started with signing up. If you want to keep on learning more on how to utilize eToro, check out my video right over here to learn all about it. My name is Dennis, and I'll see you in that next video.